Hello, ladies. We are Little Evening. Good evening, everyone. We have 6 minutes before we start. Go ahead and get your favorite cup. We finna have us some me time. Yes, yes, we have just a few minutes. So before we get started, let me just say I would like to welcome those that are trying to come in, get situated. This is our Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. segment where we have us some me time, some us time, some you and me time. This is our time. So I always like to just go head on and just get here, give people a chance to come on and get started with us in just a few minutes. So we just have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I was gonna sing the song Dougie Fresh on. I won't go there. One more minute, ladies, and we're gonna be starting. Keep I'm mindful of time. Y'all like that beat? That's by Heather Headley. Y'all remember that? In my mind. All right, all right. Good evening, good evening. It is 7 o'clock by my time. Don't worry if you are still trying to gather your things, get you in your little safe spot. No worries. We are here. Let me just introduce myself for everyone that is coming in for the very first time. Hey, welcome. Let me just give you just a brief little description of what be a daily basis, maybe a monthly basis, or we just for us. It's not a judgment zone. So welcome our first time ladies that are joining us here. We do meet every 7 o'clock, every Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. For those that are just so happen to be scrolling and you run up on this live, hey, welcome. Take a seat. You might want to listen to this because again, it caters to us. But those of you all watching from our Facebook page of Women Overcoming Obstacles, hey, welcome, ladies. Shout out to you. So glad everybody's here to join us. I always log in a little few minutes early. So you do hear music playing today. I am playing Heather Headley in my mind because it's a lot of what we're going to be discussing tonight. And so, if you notice, I got my robe on. I'm in this bed, and so don't think I'm crazy. But what we're going to be talking about is got to do with a lot that goes on in this bed, in your bed, in our bed. And so, let me before we dive into it. I hope everybody's day is okay. It is Monday, and I know some people might call it Blue Monday or what have you. So, but it's nothing blue about it because we set this time set aside just for us, just for us. So nothing blue about it at all. Now, let me say this. For those who are returning, thank you. I really appreciate you setting time aside to listen in on this live. Now, we all come together, but it's just a couple of things that I like to ask from everyone. I like to ask everyone, hey, like this page. That way, you will come on here. You like the topics that's being discussed. You might want to give a little feedback. Like the page, okay? For those of you all that like it so much, share it. Yeah. Who doesn't know a good girlfriend? Your neighbor, your mama, your sister, your niece, I mean, over 18, that has an obstacle that maybe she's overcome or she's going through it. So share it. We all know someone just like that. Share the page. And last but not least, hey, subscribe to this page. That way you will get notifications when this live is coming on. So you won't miss anything. If you need to catch up, hey, our lives are still on from the previous Mondays. You can go back and view that too. For our Facebook family, our Woo family that's joining us there, listen, hey, continue to like our topics that we discuss. Continue to share. And again, welcome, ladies. Welcome. It's our time. Now, I normally always say before we get started again, we got a lot of before we get started to grab your favorite drink, your cup. I'm a little fancy today, but if you don't have it, no worries. But I will say this. Some of us might want to grab some tissue. Some might need a small handkerchief. Some might need a whole bath towel because what we're going to be talking about, it's sensitive. It's very, very sensitive, you know. And so I just want to let you know, I'm warning everybody. And so if you don't need all of that, but you know someone that might be going through a little bit what we're going to be discussing, just sit down, take a seat, and let's relax and let's listen in. Ladies, as you see, I am in this bed. And again, I'm in my bathrobe and I'm behind all these pillows. It's so much that goes on in this bed, in your bed, our bed. It's a lot. Ladies, I'm not talking about anything intimate. No, we're not even going that direction. Not tonight. But it's a lot happens in this bed. A lot. If this bed or your bed could tell the secrets of what actually goes on when you're by yourself, when ain't nobody around, it's just you, your robe, your pillows, and that's it, and light. And some of us don't even want the light on. We rather click it off just like that because we're feeling so worn and so heavy until we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. That's what goes on in this bed. This bed, you know, it's, it is my signal. But we're going to get through this. The devil busy. He sure don't want me to talk about this one. But in this bed, if we, if our tears, if our moans of distress could tell off on us, this bed, you know those secret screams that is so loud, but yet you keep it suppressed because you don't want nobody to hear it. You don't really want anybody to know the place that you in. What about those crying days in this bed where you wailing so hard? I don't know what a wailing cry is. If you ever heard anybody just crying so hard to their wailing, like the kind of wailing where maybe they've lost a loved one, whether it be a spouse, a parent, a child, a dear friend, that wailing, just to think of it makes me just want to just, I don't know, it does something to you. That happens in midnight hours sometimes in this bed. In this bed, probably having her face pushed into this pillow. That woman that's there at that time might be battling an illness that she can't tell her children. She can't tell her siblings. She can't tell nobody because she's always been the strong one. That woman, that cry in this bed. She would do anything to free her mind, even if it's just for a few minutes. That woman. Or what about that woman that's dealing with the kind of pain that goes way beyond physical, the kind of pain of abandonment? Abandonment. That, where she's like screaming and having her face in her covers or in her robe, and she's screaming to herself, what am I going to do? That's all I had. And now that's gone. I'm talking about that woman in this bed. It's so many different women out here that are battling. Like I said, if the tears could tell our secrets, if the moans that go on when you're hurting so bad in this bed could tell up on us. All I can say is, wow, ladies, have you been there? I have. And it's not a good feeling. You are hurting so much mentally. You don't want anybody to hear. You don't want nobody to know. And you get up and you keep, pretending everything is okay when it's not okay. You need to free your mind, but you don't know how to free your mind because it's so heavy. It's so heavy. We don't know how to do it. We don't have nobody we could just go to, some of us, and just don't say nothing. We'll just sit there and bawl and cry on their shoulder. That woman I'm talking about. That woman that can't get past the hurt and pain of someone hurting her, and it was the very person that was supposed to protect her. That woman wants her mind free because she can't get past the molestation that happened to her. She couldn't get past how a man that was supposed to be her father touched her in a way that was inappropriate. That kind of pain that she is still crying over. That pain. The pain of a woman finds out that she has breast cancer and she doesn't know how to tell that story, how to tell what's going on and the few options that she has. That pain, that pain. Ladies, we could go on and on about the intimate secrets that we have in our bedrooms. We could go on and on all day, all night, all year because one of us, if not all of us, has had something like that. Every person that you know, every woman that you know, doesn't live all the time a life of happiness, a life of just full of energy. Every woman has had some breaking points in her life. And all she wants to do is stay in her bed and not get up. All she wants to do is be left alone because she don't think nobody gonna understand her. She don't think nobody's gonna just listen to her without passing judgment. Listen to her and don't say nothing. Some women don't have that. And the ones that do have it, they have boundaries. They can only say so much. They can only tell, some of they what I'm talking about. Free in your mind. We don't know how. Because sometimes we can't even put what we're talking about. Boy, I tell you, when you cry, because I mentioned abandonment. Some of us that might have been married and we're no longer married, we divorced. And that your spouse has left for reasons you wouldn't even think about. He left because he thought there was something better. And he left you in a situation where now you don't even know one way or the other. You don't know. He's been the breadwinner of the home. He was the provider of the home. He was all these things. But come to find out, there was another life he was living. And when you get word of that, when you get that notification, and even if he admits to it, you feel like your spirit has been broken. Because you're looking at the fact, I've been a good person. I have done everything that a spouse is supposed to do. I have done that. I have cared for the children, okay? That I bore your kids. I had them, okay? When you was down, I was with you. When you was going to school, I was right there taking over, paying the bills and whatever so you can focus on that. And now you leaving me because of something out there better. That woman. That woman. She don't even know, again, what she gonna do. She don't know. She don't know. What about that woman? That woman that was in a relationship. She wasn't married. She's not married. But she was in a relationship with someone. And she loved like no other. And she had to catch herself sometime because she felt like she loved that person more than she loved herself. She got lost all in it. Everything she did was with that person. Everything. Even when he used to come and visit her unexpectedly with surprises. Like, baby, I'm just thinking about you. I just want to give you these flowers because you was on my mind. Baby, I was just thinking about you and wanted to know, hey, how his gas is. Baby, you got enough gas in your car? Just little stuff like that. Little stuff like that. Baby, let me get you out. But now you done found out that boo thing you had. You so hurt because you gave everything to him. You gave everything. Your time thing. Because you thought it was something. It was gonna grow, it was gonna blossom, and we was working our way to that next level. But he gone. You can't have him because he really, that relationship was not yours. That relationship was for somebody else, like his wife. And you got caught up. But don't hate yourself or be mad at yourself because you got into something like that. Be okay with yourself that you know what it is and that had to go. But I know the tears and the crying because you loved him. You loved everything about him. You loved the way he smelled. You walk in the department store and you go past the cologne section and it reminds you of the cologne he wear. Yeah, I got you. I understand. So the tears and everything you feeling, the crying that happens in that bed, your bed. You just want to free your mind of that. Just want to free your mind. Ladies, I can't put it into words the things that we all have gone through in this bed. In this bed. And some of the crying and the tears that has happened. You don't want nobody to know. But you know if you don't get it out, you gonna bust wide open. You gonna bust wide open. You just want to free your mind of all of this. So, ladies, here's a couple things I want to share with you as a woman that understand and have gone through some of the very things that I have mentioned. And this is one of the things or some of the things that has helped me. It's helped me. You know what? We always hear the statement, write it down, make it plain. How many times have we heard that statement? How many times have we read that somewhere in scripture? How many times? Well, today, I want every woman that is listening tonight, every woman that will catch up and hear this live, I want you to grab you or go get you a notebook, something like this, and a pen. I don't care what kind of pen it is. These are two items I want to pass to you. Yeah, you probably saying, Kim, what I'm going to do with that? I want you to write it down. And I want you to choose a notebook, binder, go get your journaling pad. And I want you to choose something that you know that when you see that, that's a book that is keeping your thoughts, is keeping everything that you might want to tell somebody, but you're not comfortable to do it. You put it in a book, everything, write your thoughts down. I want you to journal this thing. And for the next 30 days, that's what I want you to do. And some of us as women, if it takes you longer because you got a whole lot on your plate, a whole lot, do it. Take as long as you need. But I just said 30 days as a minimum. And every day, I want you to take that pen and I want you to take your your notebook or your journaling book or whatever you want to call it. And I want you to put your thoughts, everything down, all the hurt and all the pain. I want you to write it down. And the date, put the date on there. Today is August 8th, 2022. Today, I have been battling this, whatever hurt it is, this day. And these are the things that has gone along with this hurt. I've cried 3 times today. 4 times today. I have screamed and lashed out 1 time today. You write it down. You write it down. Then I want you to write another column, have another column set aside. What did you do that day to help you push through? Even though it was a struggle, even though you think you had to pretend in front of everybody else. If that's what you did, write it down. The things I did to get through my hurt today. I pretended to be happy. I hid my tears. I put on extra foundation. I put on extra lipstick. I wore a bigger mask to cover most of my face than more than just this part, the nose area, all the way up to my eyeballs. Whatever. Whatever. Write it down. Every day. You write it down. And this is your secrets here. You don't have to share that with nobody. You put it down here. And when you have overcome that hurt and that pain, I want you to put the date that it ended and what all happened to make you have that moment where you say, you know what? I have finally overcome this hurt. Put the date down. Put the date down. And I'm going somewhere with this, ladies. I'm going somewhere with this. So hold on. Next, as you do those things, writing down your thoughts and the date that you completed, I want you to make a time. I know we get together right now, but create another time when it's just you alone, but not in your bed. See, we trying to free our mind. Not in your bed. Will you get up and you go take a walk? Go to a park and walk. I don't want you to go to the mall because I don't want us to get caught in shopping. We're trying to free our mind. I want you to go take a walk. Put your headset on. If you got a little, headset with some music or whatever, put that on. And I want you to go and walk a good 30-minute walk, maybe 45-minute walk. And sometimes for me, personally, when I go walk it out, I feel so much better. It's me and that time. Whatever music you like to listen to. Me, myself, what helps me, I put on, my gospel music, and I put it on. And before you know it, y'all, I didn't walk the whole mile. And it might be songs where it might be Never Would Have Made It. Might have had that song. I almost gave up. Because even though that might be the title of it, the words of the song be so mean. I almost let go. Almost. See, that's the thing. That's the key word. Almost. Never would have made it without you. And so that's my time without God. That is my time. If you like, R&B single, R&B music or whatever, got a good song on there, play it. You like country and western, a good song on there to help you, you can walk to it, to the beat or whatever, play it. Play it. See, I want you to drown out the distractions that's going on around you, and I want every woman to get caught up. Okay? Play you that song, and you go walk it out. A good 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So then you free in your mind, and you're also getting some steps in. You're getting a little bit of exercise in. Those are some things I personally have done, ladies. I personally have done. Because, see, I got tired of crying in this bed. I got tired of trying to hide my hurt because I couldn't tell it to my family. I couldn't tell it to my good girlfriend at the time. Couldn't tell it. It was too heavy for me. And so that is what I did. That's what I did to help you get through it all, because every woman will probably have a different technique that's help, okay? Time. One foot in front of the other. And I'm not going to say you're going to feel good at the time you come back home after that walk. I'm not going to tell you that. You might have to do this. You might have to walk this thing out. And like I say, journal for more than 30 days. You might have to continue to do it. It's whatever it is for you, like it was for me. And just because I got over that battle, don't mean there was another one standing in the corners, another obstacle standing in the corners. But those are ways to try to free your mind. Other ways might not work. You can't go to alcohol. You can't put your thoughts and your everything in a bottle. That you're not gonna be able to do it. It don't work. I'm just gonna tell you, it don't work. You're not gonna be able to continue to keep a bottle inside of you. I ain't gonna be able to do that, because if you do, the day you explode, it is not gonna be nice. It's not gonna be nice, ladies. Not at all. We got to try to take some of these weights off of our shoulders. Free our mind. Now, like I said, there are other techniques, but those are the two that I have used. That's what I'm still using. And let me tell you, when you get past that obstacle and you go back, and you putting that date on there that you completed it, let me tell you what it does for you. Let me tell you. You're going to say, man, you're going to look at that and say, wow, I battled that thing for about 6 months. Or it took me 2 years to get past this. Oh, but I didn't pass it. It's that inner reward that you get. And you know what? For those that are saying, look how long it took me to get past this. Man, I had to battle that for 2 years. You ever heard of sometime your later is greater? You ever thought about it like that? Your later became greater. The pain that you had in this bed over that particular thing, it was so difficult for you. But somebody said this yesterday, and it blessed me so much. Sometimes that difficult thing was necessary. I know that's cold. I was when I heard that it was difficult but necessary. It kind of hit me like, you know. And I'm like, why would that be necessary? As difficult as it was, as much pain as it was. You know why? Because there's somebody else that you might have to tell it to. You might have to help somebody with that particular thing that you went through. And you might have to share some ideas with that next sister, okay? That next good girlfriend, your cousin. Might be a woman you see at the doctor's office. You might have the opportunity to share. And I know, and you can tell that person, that woman, it was tough. And people, you know how people say, lady, you're going to be a testimony. This is going to be a testament. But you can't see it because you still going through the test. It's difficult. But honey, it be necessary at times. And that was hard when I heard that. But that was so real. That was like real talk to me. Real talk. So don't find it strange. See, in this life, we go through some things. We go through it. And people looking at you. They looking at us to see, I know she going through a little something, something. She gonna break. People be looking. You don't know, you really don't know who paying attention. They might not even say a word to you. And they might know just a little bit of what's going on with you. Don't know the whole story. But they waiting and they looking to see how you gonna come out of it. But you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't you dare worry about it. Because this thing here, it was for you. This was happening in just in a season such as this. And you had to go through it. And when you go through something, ladies, you and I both know it don't have no time. Going through something ain't got no time. No, it don't. But when the time do come to an end, boy, we be shouting a victory on that bad boy, don't we? Yes, we do. So, ladies, listen, freeing your mind, that is the best thing that we can learn to do. You know, it's going to be tough on some things and easy on others. But you know what? You're going to be able to get out this bed. You're going to be able to come out this robe here, put your clothes on, have your hair done. When your makeup be right, it be tight and it be right. You know what? The smile on your face and the glow that you gonna have on upon yourself, people gonna be able to see it and they gonna know it's something different about you. And when they come to a place where you decide, I say you decide to share your story. You decide to tell everything of the hurt and pain, the crying and the wailing and all that you had to go through. They gonna look at you and be like, what? You went through that? Yeah, that part. So, ladies, that is what I wanted to share, freeing your mind. And if you want to hear more conversations like this and many other things, hey, you got to join us on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. where we talking about some real stuff that happened to some real women on this page and outside of this page. You gotta tune in. You gotta tune in. And for those of y'all that brought back some memories, you shed a couple of tears. For those of you all that's going through it and you crying and you shedding tears right now, it's all right. It's all right. Go on, get it out. Go on, get it out. Instead of crying secretly to yourself, hey, give yourself permission to cry and get it out right now. Get it out so we can begin the first steps of freeing our mind. All right, ladies, I am going to put back on my music and I'm going to see y'all next Monday, 7 o'clock p.m. You got to catch up. You got to sit in with us so we can talk. All right, love y'all real big. Thanks again. Take care.